Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you like my previous video lecture. I'm here with my another video. So today our topic is nitrogen fixation in the plant. So we'll see how it is fixed by nature and why it has to be fixed and what are the steps in this fixation. So let's get started. Firstly, let's take a look on nitrogen. So nitrogen is basically a gas. It is an essential constituent of all biomolecules. Biomolecules like DNA, RNA, proteins. They are our building blocks for plants and animals. Plants obtain their nitrogen from soil in the form of nitrates or ammonium ion, but it is in limited form. Whereas atmosphere consists of 78% of molecular nitrogen, but plants are unable to convert this molecular nitrogen into useful form because they have lack of an enzyme nitrogenase. Only prokaryote have this enzyme nitrogenase. So nitrogen fixation is basically a part of nitrogen cycle, where molecular nitrogen is reduced by nitrogen fixing bacteria to yield ammonia. It is actually the first step of nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle has three processes, mainly ammonification, nitrification and denitrification. Then nitrogen fixation. Let's see the definition of nitrogen fixation. So it is the process of converting atmospheric nitrogen to ammonia or nitrate so that the plant can absorb nitrogen is known as nitrogen fixation. So let's see the types. There are two types of nitrogen fixation, biological and non-biological. Biological is further divided into symbiotic and asymbiotic. So firstly, we take a look on non-biological nitrogen fixation. In this type of nitrogen fixation, there is no role of biological element here. It occur due to lightning in the atmosphere. So let's see the steps include this. Firstly, there is the lightning in the atmosphere. When there is the lightning in the atmosphere, nitrogen or oxygen present in the atmosphere combines with each other, forms nitrous oxide. This nitrous oxide further combine with oxygen to form nitric oxide. This nitric oxide dissolves in water present in the atmosphere, forming nitrous and nitric acids. These acids readily release the hydrogen, forming nitrate and nitrates ion. The nitrate can be readily utilized by plants and microorganisms for their further growth and development. Then next is the biological nitrogen fixation. So this is the prokaryotic domain. In this type of nitrogen fixation, there is the role of biological material here. It is prokaryotic domain because of presence of nitrogenase enzyme. Prokaryote which fix nitrogen are called as nitrogen fixers. It includes both free living as well as symbiotic association with plants. Best example is diazotrops, certain strains of bacteria of genus Rhizobium that shows symbiotic association with legumes via root nodules. Then this is the metabolism of this. The next, first we will see the symbiotic nitrogen fixation, then see asymbiotic nitrogen fixation. So in symbiotic nitrogen fixation, it occur in the plant that harbor nitrogen fixing bacteria within their tissues. Best studied example is symbiotic association between roots of leguminous plants and bacteria of the genus Rhizobium. This association results from the root nodules in legumes. So the root nodules are enlarged multicellular structures on roots. Then legumes are the Rhizobium association will fix 25 to 60 kg of molecular nitrogen annually. Then in asymbiotic nitrogen fixation, the free living nitrogen fixing organisms are called as asymbiotic organisms. We'll see their picture next slide. It includes aerobic bacteria, anaerobic bacteria and blue-green algae. Like bacteria, free living anaerobes are Clostridium, free living aerobics are Azotobacters. Free living photosynthetic bacteria are Rudopseudomonas. Free living fungi, yeast, blue-green algae, nostoc and Anabaena. So biological fixation by diazotops. There are two types of nitrogen fixing bacteria: symbiotic relationship bacteria, which fixes 70% of nitrogen, whereas asymbiotic relationship bacteria fixes 30% of nitrogen. Here in asymbiotic relationship bacteria, these are the things. If you can go and smell these things, you can find presence of ammonia there. So these are the free living microorganism which fixes nitrogen from atmosphere. And in symbiotic relationship bacteria, there is a root nodule formation. In this root nodules there are rhizobium bacteria. Then next, formation of root nodules. How root nodules are formed, we will see in this slide. So the root nodules are formed due to it is a type of infection of rhizobium called crown gall disease. Roots of the legume secrete some growth factor which help to fast multiplication of the bacteria. For example लेते हैं Pisum sativum. It secretes homoserine, also carbohydrate containing protein, lectin over their surfaces. This helps in recognition and attachment of rhizobial cells. So we'll see in this picture. So this is the root and this is your root here. As the rhizobium bacteria comes in contact with this root here, they form infection through infection thread. As it reaches to the cortex of the root, it multiply there and it forms a nodules. It is the multiplication of cells actually, and they remain dormant state there. Bacteria enter the roots through soft infected root hairs. Steps are deformed and curved. Then you can see here the root nodules. Then next, here it also explains the formation of root nodule. Here is the root hair. Rhizobia comes in contact with this. Then bacteria change into bacteroids. Packed root cells enlarge. Bacteroids enlarged root cells forms a nodules. Then this is the pea plant. Here you can see the nodules. And you can easily find all the description about root nodule formation and so on in my notes, which is linked in bio. So next is the basic requirement. What are the basic requirements of nitrogen fixation? Firstly, we must have nitrogenase enzyme complex. Then protective mechanism against oxygen, which is like hemoglobin. Remember one thing here, the enzyme nitrogenase will not work in presence of oxygen. So to prevent it from oxygen, we must have any protective mechanism. So which is a leg hemoglobin. Leg hemoglobin actually blocks the pathway of oxygen. So due to blocking the pathway of oxygen, nitrogenase enzyme can work very well. The next is the electron donor, which is from pyruvate via ferredoxin. Then constant supply of ATP. Then it must have coenzymes and cofactor like CoA, inorganic phosphate and Mg2+. Then cobalt and molybdenum. Then these all are the requirements of nitrogen fixation. The next is the nitrogenase complex. Biological nitrogen fixation is carried out by a highly conserved complex of protein called as nitrogenase complex, which is mainly consists of two important proteins like Fe protein, which is also called as dinitrogenase reductase, and MOFE protein, which is dinitrogenase. Then we'll see the structure of nitrogenase complex. So this is the structure of nitrogenase complex, which is so complicated. As you can see, it is consist of MOFE protein and 2 Fe protein. So firstly we'll see the dinitrogenase reductase, which is Fe protein. So it is a dimer of two identical subunit. As you can see here, it contains a single 4Fe 4s redox center bound between the subunits. This can be oxidized and reduced by 1 electron. Also it has two binding sites for ATP or ADP. As you can see in the picture, this is very clear. Then we'll see the MOFE protein, which is also called as dinitrogenase. So it is the tetramer with two copies of two different subunits. As you can see here, alpha 2 and beta 2 heterodimer. It contains both iron and molybdenum. Its redox centers has 2 MO and 32 Fe, and you can see 30 S per tetramer, and it has 2 binding sites for reductase. Then about half of the iron and sulfur is present as 2 bridges pairs of 4 Fe 4 S centers called as P cluster. Here you can see the P cluster in the center. Then P cluster consists of two clusters linked through additional sulfide ion. So it is very clear here. You can easily find out these things. The next is the action of nitrogenase enzyme. So what is the action of nitrogenase enzyme in nitrogen fixation? So for reducing nitrogen into ammonia, nitrogenase requires 8 electron. Then at first nitrogenase is reduced by transferring of electron to dinitrogenase reductase. Then dinitrogenase has 2 binding sites for reductase. The 8 electrons are transferred from reductase to dinitrogenase one at a time. We'll see in this pathway. Then reduced reductase bind to dinitrogenase and transfer single electron oxidized form dissociate into repeating cycle. This is the repeating cycle you'll see here. Then each of cycle require the hydrolysis of ATP molecule by dinitrogenase reductase. Then immediate source of electron to reduce reductase is reduced ferredoxin. Ultimate source of electron to reduce ferredoxin is pyruvate. Topic, you have to know that the gene which is responsible for the nitrogen fixation is called as the NIF gene, which is present on our DNA. Then you can see there is a pinkening color of the root nodule. It is due to the leg hemoglobin present in this. The leg hemoglobin contain iron, and this iron is responsible for the pinkening color of the root nodule. So that's all about the nitrogen fixation. These are the references from where I had explained it to you. Hope you like my explanation and wish you understood it very well. I have attached my notes in bio for my viewers. Do like if it helps you and subscribe my channel for further videos. Thank you.